Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of my VRChat World Showcase series. As always, I want to show you guys 10 cool worlds in VRChat, and at the end I will have a couple of words about my YouTube channel and also that I'm streaming now on YouTube. But for now, let's get started. The first world is called Morph Your Friends by emymin, and it is a world that is very interesting. This world replaces all of your avatar's shaders and then can do some funky stuff with that. So we can choose between a couple of effects here. For example, chunkify. And if I now drag the slider here, all of a sudden I'm a little bit more chunky. That's interesting, no? And we can push this to very big limits, and now I'm like super chunky. I'll just show you a couple of them, like now I'm shrinked. Elongate, which is also fun because then you all of a sudden have a lot of depth. It's basically widen but in the other dimension. Twist is also funny because I'm not moving at all, but my avatar is just twisting around a lot. Whee! Then we have noise, which looks like I'm completely drunk. Scrolling is also kind of fun effect. If you enable shift, then your textures will scroll across your body. And one of my favorite ones is voxelize, because then you just turn into, I don't know, very old graphics. It's really cool to mess around with this and see how different avatars react. You can also see it on your friends, so if you bring friends here, then you might have a fun time. And yeah, it's really fun to mess around. Next world is called Moscow Trip 2002 Night Tram by DrMorro. And as some of you already know, DrMorro is a really talented creator, and I really like this world as well. You start in a tram in Moscow at winter, at night, and you're just driving around in Moscow. You can look outside, you have a very nice view, but this is by far not everything there is in this world. It's actually pretty big, has some funny Easter eggs. So, first of all, we can go out there. So if we just walk out there, we get to the train stop. Let's do that afterwards. There's another door over here where we can go to the rooftop of the tram, where we just have a little nicer view on the city, being on the rooftop of the tram. And we also have arrows here where we can go down into the tram again and back to the station. And when you go to the station, this is where you land. You exit this tram. You can also just walk back in there and get back onto the tram. Or right here at the station, if we press this green arrow, you can go back into the tram even if it's not currently there because it's driving away. And this place here generally is pretty huge and has a lot of interactivity. So first we have a playground with a couple of things. You can throw snowballs and try to hit down cans. You can build your own snowman and destroy the currently existing snowmans. Essentially you can interact with any part of the playground, and some of them are actually really funny. You can also go to the top of the roofs, and there you will find some more snowballs and fireworks. You can also go into a couple of shops at the backside over there, which are also well designed. And you can even go underground, which also looks really nice. There's a lot of secrets and Easter eggs, so I really highly suggest you to look around, look through walls and every single corner that you see, because there's many scattered around. My personal favorite Easter egg is this thing. I don't know if you know the meme. I've seen this like 4 years ago on Reddit. My neighbor holding a conference with melons at 3 AM. And it's just here in the world. When I saw this the first time, I was going crazy like, what? It's here. That's super funny. The next world is called RC Cars with Obstacles by KOMETARO. And basically you have an RC car track, RC cars controller, and you can build obstacles. Basically, in here you have a lot of obstacles that you can choose from here, and then you can build your own track and make something pretty cool out of that. Also, a cool thing about this is on your controller you can see the view of your car. So if I'm driving here, you can also see the view of your car. And then you can go ahead and drive the track with your friends and jump and drive over obstacles. Yeah, it's not that easy to control, but I think the idea is cool that you can build your own track with obstacles. The next world is called Meadow NM by Enverex. And basically it's just a huge meadow and forest kinda world, which looks very pretty. It's really huge and you can really take some nice pictures here. And Overall, I like the design of it a lot. It's very nice in my opinion. It's a little bit laggy. It's not the most optimized one, but it's a nice place to hang out. Maybe take some cool pictures. It looks good. The next world is called Settlers of Catan by Kroama. And it's basically a recreation of the board game Settlers in Catan. And I don't know about you guys, I really love to play this game as a child. It's like a real life board game. And you can just play it here in VRChat. And as I mentioned a couple of times already, I really like playing normal board games in VRChat. I think that's a lot of fun. So if you've played Settlers of Catan in your childhood, or maybe you still like playing it, definitely go and check out this world. I can't explain the entire rules here, it's a little bit more complicated, but it's here, it's in VRChat, isn't that amazing? The next world is called Color Shower by yo-guruto, and it's a world that is perfect for taking really nice pictures. We are right here in the main room. You have these 3 windows with wonderful light shining through. It looks very good, you can take some nice pictures here. I also like the shadows. I'm a huge fan of shadows. There's shadows. And there's 2 more rooms in here with interesting stuff. First room is over there. In here we have this wonderful umbrella that I can pick up, open up, and then it's shining a lot of light on top of me. And it's also really nice for taking nice pictures. It's cool and pretty. And the other room is very similar. You also have an umbrella, but it shines a little bit of different light on you. A little more colorful. And once again, you take some really nice pictures if you zoom in. Isn't that nice? I think this looks really good. Next world is called Fall Guys by Fry's VR. And it's a Fall Guys game world. I don't know, if you like Fall Guys, you can play it in VRChat. That's also nice. It currently supports 4 to 10 players, has 3 levels, Race, Tiptoe and Hexagon. And yeah, it's just another cool game world. If you want to hang out with friends, if you're 4 to 10 people, maybe you can play some Fall Guys. I would like to show footage, but I can't right now because you need 4 people at least and I don't have anything recorded. And it's not that easy to find 4 people to play Fall Guys with you. Next world is called Yayoi Winter Onsen by Yayoi. And basically you have a nice hot spring onsen in the middle of a very nice wintry environment. If you look around here, we have a nice other lake here. We're in the middle of mountains and a very nice winter environment to enjoy while being in the onsen. There's also a nice house in here where you can get dressed if you want to. And the interior is also kind of comfy with kotatsu, TV, and everything else that you would need. If you go inside and then you start struggling to move, like I'm moving my stick but I don't move, you just need to jump and then you can continue to walk. Overall, I think it's a pretty neat world with nice visuals. I like it. The next world is called Particles Music Visualizer by Klinck. And it is, as the name already suggests, a music visualizer with nice particle effects. You can change a lot of values here to adjust it to what you want. And the cool thing about this one is that you can put in any video that you want. You have a couple of pre-selected suggested songs, or you can go to a video player and just put in any song that you want. I think this looks really pretty. I don't see too much responsiveness to like the music. It's better with some songs versus with some others. But I think overall this is a very nice world where you can just hang out, enjoy nice visuals to good music. And the last world for today is called Nowhere in Particular by Mochie. And basically you're here, you have a tree, a bench, another bench, and you're in a box with a nice ambience and ocean all around you. That's basically the entire world. You also have some nice music going on in the background, and I think it has a nice atmosphere. I like it. And that's already it for all the worlds in this episode. I told you I want to say one more thing. I started streaming on YouTube recently. I've already been streaming a long time on Twitch, past couple years, but I figured maybe it's a good idea to switch over to YouTube, and I will do that, or I did that past few days. So far I've been enjoying it a lot. It's really fun to play and stream on YouTube because the audience kind of is more here than on Twitch, and also Twitch made some decisions that I don't really like too much, so I think it's a good change. I hope that all my videos can coexist nicely on this main channel with the streams. I hope I don't drive and scare people away with the amount of time I stream, because I like streaming a lot and I might stream multiple hours every day or maybe multiple times a day. So I hope I don't scare anyone away with that. But I guess on the other hand, it's just additional content that's nice to watch if you enjoy it. So that's also nice. The other thing that I'm hoping is, because I probably won't be streaming only VRChat but also like other games, that this also doesn't really hurt the channel as a whole. But we'll see, I guess. We're also approaching 1000 subs, which is kinda crazy. And I'm also kind of close to getting partner on YouTube, which is also crazy. Not really sure if I want to do something specific or special with that occasion. I guess maybe I could make like a meetup in VRChat with you or something like that. I'm not too sure yet. I'll have to think about it. Maybe I'll do something like that. If you have any cool ideas or anything for a special or something you would like to see, as always, feel free to let me know down in the comments. Also, if you had one specific world that you really enjoyed in this episode, feel free to let me know. If you have something that I should definitely check out, please also let me know in the comments. As always, all the links to the worlds are down in the description, as well as my other links. There's also a link to my Discord now, a link to my GitHub project where I have all of these worlds saved and nicely categorized. Feel free to use that if you want to. And yeah, I think that's kind of everything already. Don't know what else to say. This is an episode that I'm only recording 2 days before release, which I'm a little bit scared about. I need to edit this and make everything ready, because it's Wednesday and I need to publish this on Friday, or I want to at least. But it's gonna be alright. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. See you next time. Bye bye!